There is a formula for finding the area of a triangle that applies for triangles for which you know two sides and the angle between them. So for side angle side triangles. And the formula says the following. If you have a triangle and you know two sides, any two sides, so let's say, for example, that I know this side, and let me call it A, and I know this side, and let me call it B, and I know the angle between these two sides, well, according to the rules for labeling the different parts of a triangle, if this side is little a, that has to be capital A. If this side is little b, that has to be capital B. So that means this angle right here should be C. And this side, although we don't really need it, would be little c. So the formula says that if I know two sides and the angle between them, then the area can be computed using the formula 1/2 AB times the sine of the angle between those two sides. That's what the formula says. And the formula is actually a very straightforward consequence of using SOHCAHTOA, because normally we know what the area should be. If we knew the height, if we happen to know the height of this triangle, then the area would be what? The area would be area equals 1/2 base times height. That's the formula you learn in high school. 1/2 base times height. Base times height. Now, if you apply SOHCAHTOA to this triangle, though, right here, this triangle, which is a right triangle, then what would you get? You would get that sine of C, SOHCAHTOA, would be opposite over hypotenuse over A. Okay, sine of C equals opposite, which is H, over the hypotenuse, which is A. So sine of C equals H over A. If you multiply by A on both sides here, you will get that H equals A sine of C. And if you now take this formula for H that we got, and you put it in here, so you replace that right there, what would you get? You would get A equals 1/2 B times H, and H is A times sine of C. And then if you just rewrite this a little bit, you would get, just write it in alphabetical order, you would get 1/2 AB sine of C, which is precisely the formula that we got right here. Okay, so that's why this formula is true. So again, the formula says that if you know any two sides of a triangle and the angle between them, then the area would be 1/2 the product of the sides times the sine of the angle between them. That's it. So this formula you don't have to memorize, but it is quite simple. It is a very short formula, but you don't have to memorize it. Okay, so let's apply it in a couple of examples here. It says, find the area of the triangle described below. And they give me A, B, and angle C. Side A, side B, and angle C. First of all, I'm going to draw a quick picture just to make sure that this angle and these two sides are as they're supposed to be. Meaning that the angle given to me is the angle between the two sides. So if I call this A and I call this B, they are giving me capital C. This angle right here needs to be capital A because it's the opposite. This angle right here needs to be capital B because it is the angle opposite to side B. So that means this has to be C. And I know that this is 90. I know that this is 52. And I know that this is 102. So indeed, they gave me two sides and the angle between them. So if that's the case, then this is just a matter of plugging in the formula. The area would be 1/2 times A times B sine of capital C, which is 1/2 times 90 times 52 times the sine of 102 degrees. And now you just put this in the calculator and it's over. So this would be 1/2 times 90 times 52 times the sine of 102 degrees, and we get that this is 2,288.87. I'm rounding to 2 decimals because it says round to the nearest hundredth. So that's 2 decimals. Okay, so whatever unit that is, unit squared. And that's the end. Okay, let's do this example right here. It says, the playground at a park is designed in a triangular fashion, surrounded on all three sides by trails. The property has 55 feet of frontage on one trail and 92 feet of frontage on another. These two trails intersect at a 58-degree angle. So what is the square footage of the attraction? In other words, what's the area? What is the square footage? What is the area? Okay, so the playground is a triangle. They're telling me it's a triangle. So just draw any triangle. And one side is 55 and the other side is 92. And the angle where they intersect is 58 degrees. Question is, what is the area of this triangle? Well, according to the formula, since I have two sides and the angle between them is going to be 1/2 times 55 times 92 times the sine of the angle between them. And that's it. Just put in the calculator and we have our answer. So let's see. This is going to be, you can write 0.5 because 1/2 is 0.5. 0.5 times 55 times 92 times sine of 58. And this is 2,145 times 56. He says round to the nearest hundredth, and this is, now we have the units in this example. The units are feet, so this is square feet.